All right, so there's a few things I want to talk about, and I'm going to make two separate videos, so they're not confused. The first thing is that I had a court appearance today in Freehold. It was for the when they stopped me coming out of an apartment building in Asbury, but it was the Neptune cops. And they stopped me and they said, "What were you doing in that building?" I said, "I was visiting a friend." And he goes, "What's that in your bag?" I said, "It's a box cutter." And he goes, "That's a weapon." So he used that as an excuse to search me. And he arrested me for weapons charge and whatever I had in my pocket. Now, a box cutter is what I use. He goes, "What do you use the box cutter for? You don't work in a factory." I say, "No, but I use it for cutting things. I live in a tent. I'm homeless. So I have to cut things, and I can't use a knife because every time I have a pocket knife, I had a really good buck knife somebody had given me. I was using it, and they took that away. So every time you arrest me, you take it. So I figured a box cutter would be, doesn't matter. They charge me with the weapons charge, and wandering in an apartment building that I had a friend who lived there that I went to visit. He let me use the bathroom and get out of the warm, the cold, whatever. I think it was warm or the cold, whatever it was. Get out of the whatever it was, raining, whatever it was that day, for a little bit. So those are charges. Now, I was on pre-trial, and that means that I monitoring, which means that before you have an actual trial, you have to call in to a pre-trial officer in Freehold. I was on pre-trial when they arrested me. I wasn't supposed to do anything of what I did, especially I have a weapon, I guess. I don't know. Which wasn't a weapon, I use it for cutting things. That's it. I'm not violent. I don't have any violent crimes, man. I had a weapons charge years ago, like 2010, for some guys that jumped me and they were like hassling me and whatever in front of my apartment. So I had a little like samurai sword, a small one. I don't know, hanging on the wall. So I said, guys, get away from me. I'm gonna freaking and they used that as an excuse to arrest me for a weapons charge, and they charged me for a weapons charge. But it's just like I was protecting myself, and these are two big ex-Marine guys that were wanted to kick my ass because I was making some poster boards for an anti-war march by Fort Monmouth. From Fort Monmouth. But so I was supposed to go to court today, but I called yesterday and said, "Look, I don't really have enough money to get there. I don't have a car. I thought I was going to be able to rent a car, but I was not able to rent a car this time. Um, um, and I at this point I really don't have enough money to get a cab, and you know the bus is like going to take 2 hours, an hour and a half. I'm not even sure if I'm going to make it there. Is there any way I could you could do a Zoom? I asked him for a Zoom, and the guy I called. This is in Freehold, and this is I guess a customer service or whatever you call them in Freehold, when picked up in municipal court, and not municipal court, Superior Court. And he said, "Oh, don't worry about it. They're not going to issue a warrant. They'll just they'll just extend it for 3 weeks, and then you have another court date in 3 weeks. This is first appearance." I said, "Okay." Now, two things. So I didn't go today because I said, "You know what? I'm not going to bother going. I'll keep on pushing it over as much as I can. If that's the case, I don't, because there's two things about this. First of all, they had no right to search me. The basket was bogus, but I was on pre-trial, and they found something else on me. So because of that, he's gonna slam me, the judge. I'm assuming, because they didn't bounce it back to municipal. Or maybe after the first appearance they would, if I plead not guilty. I'm not sure what's going to happen. It's also the thing of, he had said that they wanted to get me on to become, because I said yes to it, but I never did it. CI, confidential informant, basically being a rat. I said, "Hey, they told me that to keep on doing what I'm doing, because and then eventually when we call you to be confidential informant, so that's what I was doing. I was doing what I usually do. I mean, they told me to do it, so I had no problem, but they still arrested me." But regardless, I might have a warrant now. I'm not sure. I mean, the guy said to me, no, but I actually called again today, left my name, I asked them, I'm sorry I missed it because I couldn't go because I didn't have the money to get there. I asked for Zoom and you said no. So they, I don't know, nobody, I left a message, nobody answered, I left a message and nobody got back to me. So, so I'm assuming, I don't know. I'm hoping I don't have a warrant. So basically, I'm in this hotel room that I ended up getting. And it's either get the hotel room or take an expensive cab ride to Freehold from here. It's probably gonna be like $60-70. I couldn't rent a car. If I had a car, I'd go. I probably would have went, but I got the hotel room instead. But now I'm kind of just sitting here, wondering if I go out there, they're gonna use that as an excuse to arrest me, but in a warrant, then they get sent back to county, and I don't want to do that. I mean, you feel like an animal in a cage when they handcuff you and they give you they bring you all the way into the courtroom and they fingerprint you and all the the police station, they fingerprint you and all the bullshit they do to you, and that's bad enough. But then when they want to send you to county on top of that, it's like, man, I don't deserve to be in county. I didn't fucking do anything, man. I didn't do anything. Nobody wants to listen to to what I'm saying about the plant medicine that you made illegal. And I don't really care at this point if you believe me or not. But one thing it is, I did not hurt anybody. I did not commit a crime per se. It's like blaming somebody who drinks alcohol for stopping them from drinking alcohol because of every DWI person that gets in a car and kills somebody, after drinking. You don't blame every people who drink. You don't stop people from drinking alcohol. Why are you gonna stop me? I didn't do anything though. I didn't go and rob anybody. I didn't mug anybody. I didn't whatever you think the people that do this do. I didn't do it. I'm just in a fucking hotel room trying to make some music and trying to get my message out, man. So now I'm worried that I might have a warrant, and so I'm gonna stay here and try to decide what I'm gonna do tomorrow, because at this point I'm not sure, because I'm not going back to county, man. I don't want to go back to county. And then these assholes, because I didn't play a game, play their game and actually become a rat for them, a snitch for them. They might just, they issue the warrant. They're gonna come out and get me and then stick me in, and then they see that's what you get for not following through on what you promised us. Because I promised you that because you said you weren't gonna send us to county, so I promise you anything I fucking have to do not to go to county. But now because I didn't do it, you're not gonna believe me. So next time I get arrested, you're gonna probably send me to county. And being handcuffed is bad enough. When you get sent to county, you are basically a fucking cage, an animal in a fucking cage. You feel like an animal in a cage, a criminal that hasn't been found. See, so you're innocent until found guilty. No, you're guilty until found innocent. That's what it is. It's bullshit. There is no you're found innocent. You're innocent until found guilty. No, you're guilty until you're found innocent, and that's the way it is. And that's what these courts and these law enforcement agencies do. And and that's how they get you to do things that they want you to do. So whatever it is that they So at this point, I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I can't say I'm scared because it's the same shit as it always is. But I'm concerned that because I don't want to go. I don't want to be treated like an animal on a cage anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it, man. I've been out here 5 years and have done nothing to hurt anyone. Nothing. Yet meanwhile, I've been arrested more here in New Jersey in the last 5 years than I've ever been arrested anywhere else in my life. 35 years in New York, I wasn't, except for a few protest rallies, I was never arrested for anything. And then here, 5 years being homeless, I've been arrested countless amount of times for bullshit, little things that just to get you in there and to search you and to see if you have anything else on you, and that's what they do. They treat you like fucking animals, and I'm fucking sick of it. I was saying yesterday, I would like to see, those police officers, that arrested me. I would like to see them handcuffed to that same bench that I sat on in that police station, so they can feel what it feels like to be treated like a fucking animal. I would really like to see that. I don't want to wish harm on anyone, but at this point, I would like to make them see how bad it is to do that to somebody, just so you can get some brownie points. So you say, or your ticket numbers of tickets a month, uh, made, whatever, whatever reason you do it, whatever reason you do it.